What's up, everybody? So dark. Oh, we can flip the hat back for this one. Quick video. Some of you guys have pointed out that I have not done it in the bag. Well, I have my bag. This is actually Gabe's old bag, commander bag. I gave or sold cheaply my gray commander bag. That's what I use all season, but I've been using a commander bag. It goes, let me see, it goes really good on the easy carts. It just sits on there really nice. But this season I wanted to try something older that I used to carry, but reworked. All right, there's no need to be a mystery. I got a box. I got a box from DD today. And yes, I opened it just to make sure what was in it was in it, and it is in it. So I got a box. Yeah, it's a new Combat Ranger. I know, it's not really, it's not top secret on when you see that box. But I got the Combat Ranger, and some of you may know that I am a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. And if you don't know, the color in which I got this should definitely scream it. Yes. I plan on doing some awesome Dragon Ball Z zipper pulls and doing some more DBZ stamps, etc., etc. So, look at this guy. Holy smokes. Oh, look at there. We'll get into this in a second, but I got a new set of putters for the season too. This is the first time I've actually, other than helping Tyler at the RV, this is the first time that I've seen this color, and it is pretty bright, and I love it. It is like, it is loud. It is screams, hey, I doom. This is, I can already tell, this is such an upgrade from the original Commander bag. Oh yeah, it's got the little extra storage back here. Okay, I see you, DD. I see you. We got more stuff. Aha, my Rainfly order too. Tons of storage in there. Okay. Why am I recording a video of me with this bag? Well, I didn't do it in the bag, so I figured we will transfer everything from the Commander into this bag, and I'll briefly talk about what's in the bag. So let's ramble on for the next, hopefully, 4 or 5 minutes. I don't keep you too long, and let's go through what's in my bag. Okay, first I need a good spot for this guy. That looks good. You can sit there, thank you very much. And yes, I will show it. I don't know if I need the divider. They always come with dividers, and I don't ever know if I ever need it. Get out of there. There's the divider. I don't know. Thank you. Well, thank you. All right, so let's start off with the one thing that if you've read on social media, you definitely know by now. I have been experimenting, as you can see by how beat up this guy is. I have been experimenting with, yes, judges. I used to only putt with judges. I used to only putt with this grip, and I used to putt at Mach 10. Forgive me, I'm in a squeaky chair. And when I went on my ventures through other companies, I did not like the beaded putters that they offered, or they did not have a beaded putter that, well, really at all. Micro bead is the best. So I went beadless. When I came back and came home to DD, I immediately just went to the Warden because I was used to putting with beadless putters. There's nothing wrong with the Warden. The Warden's absolutely amazing. Hey, you know me, I might still go back to it. That's the way I am. But I did notice when I picked up a judge, so a Warden, when I put my finger here on the edge of a Warden, it's never in the same exact spot. It's always in this little bit of a different spot on my grip, that's my grip. So when I'm putting, depending on where it's not consistent. But as soon as I put a judge back in the hand, I don't know if you can see, but there's the bead. The first digit of the pointer, the bead just immediately went in there. And it felt so natural. And when I get out to 60, 70, 80, 100 feet and I spin putt and I go back to this grip, because that's the grip I go to when I want more pop and just a direct line drive, immediately it went right on the bead, and the bead went right in where it's supposed to be. So I am going to be putting with judges. Not these judges. These judges. Check this out. Oh, these are Prime Smoke Burst. Look at that beauty. Bottom stamp judges. These are absolutely beautiful. I am super, super excited about those. So we'll slide that in the bag. Wow, that's got a lot more room on the side of it. When the old school Ranger bags, which I still have one, actually Bobby has one, my fiance, it was really tight putting putters in there. That has plenty of room. Moving on to my approach discs. I have Lucid X Suspect. I got a bunch of these from Tyler Searle, and this is my go-to sidearm approach disc. Anything, I want to say about 250 and in, and I want to throw a nice sidearm, nice smooth sidearm. I'm going with this. I've actually started backhanding them more. Anytime I can't get a ward in there, but I think a truth's going to go too far. So right in that 3 to 320, 330 mark, I'll go on a backhand with this, and I can give it whatever angle, and it'll hold like a putter or mid, because the Suspect's kind of like a mutter. It's part putter, part mid. So that's the Suspect. It'll go slide in there. Here is the 7-year-old Cinerone El Softo Cenis. The Cenis, this is my main backhand approach Cenis. It was in retirement for a little bit because it is quite understable. I don't know why. I don't know why it would be really understable. And then this is my other driving Zero Soft Cenis, which still has some stability left in it. This thing is so understable that when I let it go on a hyzer, it'll flip up and drift right. So much so that I actually took my throwing understable Warden out of the bag, and I just throw the yellow Cenis. It came in handy this past weekend in the wind. And so I have my other Cenis in there as well. Let's move on. We're gonna go mid-ranges. Premac Truth, super understable. Ben Fulford hooked me up with a old school Moonshine Whale Pants EMAC, super straight, super dependable. It's stable, but not overstable, and it's not understable, so it's just stable. The Chris Clemens Lucid X Verdict, I gotta get me some more of these flat top Verdicts. If I need anything that goes just like my Lucid X Suspect, but a little bit further with that dependable fade, this is the guy I'm throwing. I mainly like sidearm in it. It's a flat top mid-range, and it has dependable fade at the end, and that's why it's in the bag. Sometimes I'll backhand it, but it's mainly used for sidearms. And then SmackDown 13, the SmackDown that I won in MA1. It was my first big win for the Southern Nationals back in 2017. And Buddy hooked me up with this, and it's a Justice. We all know what a Justice does, right? Right. So if you throw it right-handed, it goes left. If you throw it left-handed, it goes right. That's about all a Justice does. Finally, I do have one more putter in here. This is my hybrid Warden. This is my I'm going to throw a putter really hard putter. I love it. I love throwing Wardens in general. I love throwing putters in general. And that particular version of the Warden is very stable, so I can really rip into it. Actually, the last tournament I was in, it was a 320-foot hole, and I threw it 30 or 40 deep in the basket. Almost went OB. It was a little tailwind, and I say a little, it was a lot of tailwind, and they glide forever. Fairways, let's go with fairways super quick here. We'll go understable. So match play Maverick, shout out to AJ. Woods disc, understable, hyzer flip, smooth, too low of a ceiling to throw a truth, want a little bit more distance, Maverick. Thief, roller for days. Best roller disc I've ever thrown. Thank you, Eric Oakley, for showing me on this one. You can see how blunt the edge is, makes it really easy to throw rollers with. And also, if I'm in the woods and I have to step out and throw a left-handed sidearm, it's probably going to be with this. Yes, I said left-handed sidearm. You guys should know that by now. Let's go into the Explorers. I think I have 2 of them right now. I have a no stamp 174 Opto Explorer and a brand new one that I just picked up, another 174. they're almost identical. Again, hyzer, flip up, and fade. This one has just a touch more fade because it's brand new. This one is hyzer flip, might turn just a little bit, but it'll have a little bit of fade at the end. I absolutely love them for backhands through the woods. Now we'll move on to one of my oldest discs in my bag. Next to my Zenith is, again, here's another Smackdown 13. This is a Lucid Felon. This Felon's not like any Felon you've ever thrown. This is a 172, and if I throw it on a hyzer on a backhand like this, it'll still flip up and turn a little bit. Or if I throw it on a sidearm like this, it still flips up really easily. This is a very understable Felon, but I can manipulate it through the woods really good. Next up is the first run Felon. Eric Oakley hooked me up with this bad boy. Stable, dependable, Lucid Felon. There's not much to say about it. It is gonna go on a hyzer, and that's about it. And speaking of going on a hyzer and that's about it, welcome to the Lucid X Eric Oakley flat top Felon Beefcake. This is the Justice's big brother. This is so stable. I used it a lot in the wind this past weekend, and it's stable. Moving on to the drivers. I got a few of them because I cannot find the drivers that I really love. I know what I want to throw, but I just haven't dialed it in. We'll start with the Rive. The Rive, I'm not a huge fan of backhanding it because I like the Raiders and the Enforcers, but it fits in my hand very well for a sidearm, and I can get some really good sidearm flights out of it. Stay tuned for a review on that guy. Next up, we're gonna go into the Raiders. We have the Meltdown Raider. It's a Chameleon Raider. Dependably overstable, beats in good. We have a very flippy Fusion Raider. If you want to get a Raider and they're too stable for you, but you love how the Raider feels, get you some Fusion Raiders. They beat in really quick. Yes, I just noticed how long I'm talking for, and I'm trying to speed up the talking a little bit. Check out that bad boy. Oakley hooked me up with that. That is a money run, aka money run, of Lucid Raider. This is very stable. Heartbeat. Love it. Dependable. Get in the bag. And then team captain Gabriel hooked me up with this Misprint Moonshine Raider. Tailwind Bomber. There was elevation, there was a tailwind, but I hit 500 feet with it this weekend, and that's freaking awesome. Just straight line drive hyzer flip, no big ante, it was literally line drive, like I was throwing down through the woods. It was really freaking cool. Really cool. Next up, AJ just hooked me back up with this. This used to be mine, now it's his, I think. Lucid Enforcer. There's really nothing to say about Lucid Enforcer other than big rim, dependably overstable. And last but not least is the Caleb Skinner. It's Lucid, but it's like Metal Flake. I am spacing on what version this is. But all I know is, shout out Caleb. This bad boy is 169, and it's a max distance enforcer. It's beat in a little bit, it's a lighter weight, and that means I can throw it very hard and it'll fly like my Raider for most of the flight until it slows down, and then it becomes an enforcer. You can get some really good sneaky distance with that. All right, so those all fit. I'll show you in a minute. Those are all in there nice and good. That's all the discs in there. The rest of the stuff is pretty standard stuff. Some Yetis, Get Out, Play Active, B-Funk, my Rec Rob Mini, my backup phone / backup camera. I have my Bushnell. I'll have a review on the Bushnell soon. I have a bunch of just random stuff, which is going to go in here no problem because there is so much storage in this bad boy. Let me try to flip you around. Like I said, here's all the discs. Here is this extra, I love that extra compartment. There is a ton of storage up here. These discs are in here super good. This used to be really tight before. I'll have my water bottles here and then on my Zuka as well. I'm gonna give me some Dragon Ball Z zipper pulls to go in there. I'm so stoked. I am so ready to take this bag out. So yeah, that is a quick little in the bag. Not so quick, you know me. I ramble. Whatever. I have started a TikTok. Yep, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Rec Rob page, Facebook Robert page. I got a vlog coming out about this past weekend. We played in sustained 20 mile an hour with gust in the 30 mile an hour. I've never laid up more 30-foot putts in my life. Yeah, I never went for a spoiler. I never went for a putt more than 20 feet out on round 2 and still shot 1,000 right around. That's how crazy it was. It was pretty crazy, especially from here in Florida. That wind doesn't exist here. That was crazy, but that'll be out soon. I just wanted to get this out to you guys. I'm super excited about this season, and I'm super excited about this bag. This bag is freaking awesome. Look at the padding on the back of this thing. Like, that is so good. There is so much padding back there. So when I want to carry it instead of putting it on the cart, I know it's gonna be super comfortable. I want to go throw, but it's dark outside. Anyways, as always, guys, be better than yesterday. And what are you looking forward to in 2021? If you watched this far, let me know in the comment section. All right, guys, later.